Hello, my name's Briers, sometimes known as the Rev, and I made a video a little while ago about psychic attack and blessing and cursing, and it set me thinking about something that I thought would be useful for me to offer, which is about blessing. There's lots of different versions of blessing in different spiritual or religious traditions, and I want to offer one that I heard of from a teacher called Serge Kahidi King, who teaches Hawaiian shamanism, and it's a very lovely idea, a very lovely way of thinking about blessing, I think, that makes it a really practical thing in everyday life. So there is a part of us. It's known in psychology, in developmental psychology, something that Freud investigated. There is a part of us that feels interconnected with all things. I think it's around the age of 2, if I remember my psychology correctly, that we can't differentiate between myself and this other thing, that I experience myself as completely connected with everything in the world. And even though we develop beyond that, we develop into another mindset, another psychology, that bit of us is still there. It's a seed that is still planted within us. So when I say I don't like something, when I say something negative about something out in the world, like I really don't like that political policy, even though it's about something else, there is a bit of me, that 2-year-old maybe bit of me in my psychology, that it still feels completely connected with that thing that I've criticised, that I've cursed, and goes, ow. So there's a way that even when it's righteous and I'm saying that I think ill of something that is bad, that maybe is negative in many people's perception, even though I'm just saying I don't like it, there's a way that can rebound on me. So that's on a psychological level. And spiritually, many traditions in many cultures consider us to be completely interconnected with all things at an energetic level, that I'm totally interconnected with everything else in the whole universe. So when I say something negative, when I curse something, there's a bit of me that feels hurt too. So I hurt myself. So a solution to this, as Serge teaches, is counter-blessing. That whenever I curse something, I bless something. Now, I don't even have to bless the same thing that I cursed. So long as I bless something, it's like a bank account. That I take money out by cursing, I have to put money back in by blessing. So there's this wonderful thing where I can go, I don't like that political policy. Fair enough thing to say. And then turn around and go, oh, look at that beautiful flower. And by blessing this thing over here, I've put money back into the blessing bank. So I'm not constantly depleting my bank of blessing, my bank of positivity. So I really like that as a healing to the need to sometimes criticise or state that I don't like something, that I can heal that by just blessing something else. So that's counter blessing. But then when you think of the amount of times in your life that you said something negative about something out in the world, that you've cursed something in the world and not done anything to repair that, we've probably got a bit of a deficit in the blessing bank. So the remedy to that is what I refer to as blanket blessing, just going out into the world and blessing things all over the place. And I think this is a beautiful practice, partly selfishly to pay into that blessing bank account, but also partly it just helps me be more grateful, be more aware of how blessed I am and how wonderful the world is. So there's a way that I bring more appreciation, more gratitude, a greater sense of value to my world and the people in it by practicing this mindset of blessing. So the way blanket blessing works is I just go out and I bless everything I see. Wow, look at that amazing lamp. It provides light. It helps me see in the dark. It helps me work in my office when it's winter and the evenings draw in. It's got a lovely warm light that feels really cosy when I'm sitting in the office. On a grey day, it helps me brighten the environment up. So you can see there that in blessing the lamp, what I'm doing is I'm trying to name really specifically all of the most wonderful characteristics of the lamp, and I can do that with anything, which I think is wonderful. And sometimes I do it if I'm sat on the bus, if I'm going on the bus somewhere, I'll just look out the window and bless everything I see as much as I can. If I get caught up blessing one thing particularly strongly, then that's fine too. And again, if you take a kind of energetic view of the world, then maybe that blessing goes out and helps those things too. It helps the world and the people that I bless have more positive energy in their lives. Maybe not, but it's a nice idea. And I prefer to think that than not. So hopefully that's valuable to you. If you decide to take it on as a practice, then counter blessing and blanket blessing, I can say from my own experience, can have some wonderful effects in your life. So I offer it as ever with love.